Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel and thanks for logging on. Today we're discussing one of the most talked about and most sought watches of 2017, still red hot on the eve of its 1-year anniversary. This is the Rolex Oyster Perpetual Sky-Dweller, reference 326934. You can see and you can purchase this annual calendar dual time in stainless steel and 18 karat white gold on our website. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you enjoy these videos, and please click on the card in the upper right hand corner of the screen at any time during this video to see our full sales listing for this watch with additional accessories included in the sale, high resolution images for your desktop, and naturally complete pricing details for this stainless steel and white gold Rolex Oyster Perpetual Sky-Dweller. Now, this is generally referred to as the steel Sky-Dweller because apart from the fluted bezel, which is part of the movement, more on that in a moment, the watch is all stainless steel. This was a model that people tended to admire from afar until it became available in steel, at which point it became the watch to have in the current Rolex Complication collection. Perhaps even more than the Daytona and the black and blue GMT, this is a watch that has caught collectors' imagination in a field, Complications, where Rolex traditionally isn't considered to be a premier player, but aesthetically and mechanically superb. It's also ergonomically excellent. As you can see on my 16 centimeter circumference wrist, the watch wears easy on a smaller wrist. I would say because the solid end links don't appreciably extend it beyond its own lugs, the watch wears narrow for its size across the wrist, being 50.6 millimeters lug to lug, and it only expands to 52.5 millimeters lug to lug if you measure the solid end links of the bracelet across both sides. It's fairly slim, 14 millimeters thick with a generously sloped conical fluted bezel. It will slide underneath the dress cuff. I believe you could wear this watch with security and style on a wrist as small as 14.5 centimeters in circumference, based on my personal experience with this example on my wrist. Now, it is hefty. It's solid. The case is massive. The case back is solid. The end links are solid. The center links are solid. And the clasp is completely milled out. You can see contrasting polished and satin finish on the bracelet breaks up the mass of metal, and then fully finished, the clasp is both secure when closed and thoughtfully furnished with Rolex's proprietary Easy Link quick adjustment system, so you can take in or take out 5 millimeters. Essentially, it's like adding or subtracting one removable link to the bracelet. Closes with a snick and a snap. Beautifully engineered on the bottom, beautifully engineered on the top. Now we're talking about the main event. This is the Sky-Dweller's business end. A second time zone in 24-hour format, an annual calendar featuring the month and the date, and a frankly spectacular sunburst blue dial that I'm having trouble capturing in the light of my lightbox. Make no mistake, in person, the blue truly pops. It appears less black or cobalt and more of a medium metallic blue. Absolutely stunning. If you can think of the BMW color Interlagos blue, it's right about there. Okay, now the watch is easy to use once you get used to it. First of all, beautifully luminescent. This is an easy dial to see at night. Will you be able to see the second time zone? No, but for the local time zone, the place where you are, you're going to be able to read this one in any light. You'll also note applied white gold indices to match the white gold hands at center, and the white gold Rolex 5-point coronet, the white gold indices and hands, ensuring that they are completely oxidation and tarnish proof. Now let's talk about how the watch works. Note, I pull the crown out, nothing has happened, but turn one click counterclockwise. Now I've engaged the setting mechanism. Now, outboard of each index there's a small aperture, 12 hours, 12 months. So there's a small red dot filling the aperture next to 10. So that is the 10th month. That's October. That's how it works. It's a radial annual calendar system. Now you see how I can jump it back and forth in this first setting position. As I quick set the date in both directions with no hazard to the movement, the annual calendar will jump back and it will jump forward. Now, I turn one more click. Now I have access to the local time. Notice how manipulating the local time does not allow me to jump the date backwards, only forward. I do this so I can set the local time separate from the reference time, which is in 24-hour formatted center. Okay, turn one more time. Now notice this has activated the hacking function of the watch, the stop seconds. See if I can get a little bit better focus on the dial here. I've activated the stop seconds fully counterclockwise with the crown out to the detent. Now I set everything in sync. The way you set this watch is you start here. You start by setting your 24-hour time zone at center. So let's say I want to set it to 10 o'clock, okay? Now I turn one click clockwise, seconds hand resumes, and I can set my local time. So, okay, that's 2 in the morning. Let's say I want to set my local time to 6 a.m. One more click. Let's say I've got the wrong date, and it's actually bump, bump, bump. Let's say it's the 1st. There we go. Now, one more click. Push the crown back in, I wind in the first position, and I thread it down. I've now set my watch. Primary time zone, second time zone, and my annual calendar. Okay, there's more going on though, because underneath is Rolex's Caliber 9001, the most complicated Rolex movement ever made. It pivots on 40 joules, has a 3-day power reserve, smooth bidirectional automatic winding with Teflon reversing wheels that mean you can scarcely feel or hear this watch winding. It also features a full balance bridge and a free-sprung index with Rolex's proprietary Paraflex shock absorbing system. Those 3 factors contributing to a very stable and shock resistant sports watch. It is 100 meters water resistant with the crown screwed down. It also features a COSC chronometer certification, and every Steel Sky-Dweller features the superlative chronometer rating from Rolex, by which the timepiece first receives the COSC chronometer certification as a bare movement. The movement's then cased up, and it's tested to no worse than +2, -2 seconds for 24 hours, so retested to chronometer plus timing standards in the case. As you saw, it features various types of quick sets, an annual calendar that only needs to be reset once per year, and of course this being March 1st, I can't think of a more apropos moment to introduce an annual calendar Rolex. The one time per year you need to adjust the calendar is the change from February to the 1st of March. Ultimately, there's a lot of impressive engineering inside this case, but thanks to Rolex's sweating of details, it's basically set it and forget it accurate. If you wear it every day, you'll have to make but one adjustment per year for the month. And of course, if you live in an area with winter and summer times, there will be this as well. But it's about as hands-off as a Rolex can get. And with the combination of calendar and twin time zones, water resistance, and tough sports watch construction, you can consider this to be the all-purpose watch. Wear it with a suit, wear it with a bathing suit, on the boardwalk or in the boardroom. The Rolex Steel and White Gold, to be honest, Sky-Dweller is a winner. See it and own it on our website.